Hello and welcome to Smart Money, Smarter AI. I'm Sarah, and over the next 30 minutes, we're going to explore how artificial intelligence can help you take control of your finances. But before we get into the AI part of this, we need to start with something absolutely fundamental: understanding why budgeting matters and how it actually works. Think about this for a moment. You wouldn't set off for a drive without knowing the route. Yet many of us navigate our financial lives without a clear plan. Today, that changes. Let me share something that might sound familiar. It's the end of the month, you're checking your bank balance, and you're thinking, where did all the money go? This happens to the best of us, and it's not always because we're bad with money. It is, though, because money without a plan has a habit of disappearing. A budget isn't about restricting your spending. It's about giving every pound a purpose. When you budget, you're essentially having a conversation with your future self. You're saying, I want to make sure that I have got money for rent, for that holiday that I'm planning, and yes, sometimes for Friday night takeaways too. The magic happens when you realize that budgeting actually gives you more freedom, not less. You can spend guilt free on things you love because you know you've already taken care of the essentials. Plus, you'll sleep better knowing you're prepared for unexpected expenses. And on the Isle of Man, with our sometimes disrupted travel plans, that emergency fund becomes pretty valuable. So let's talk about a simple framework that works for most people: the 50-30-20 rule. It's not a rigid law, but it is a good starting point. So, 50% for needs, 50% of your after tax income to go towards needs. They're the non negotiables: rent or mortgage, utilities, groceries, transport. 30% is for wants, the things that make life enjoyable: dining out, entertainment, hobbies, a new gadget you've been eyeing. Notice that this is not 0%. Budgeting doesn't mean becoming a financial monk. And then to aim for 20% to go to savings and any extra debt payments. So this would include your emergency fund, retirement savings, and paying more than the minimum on any debts that you have. So to put that into context, if you were earning £2,500, for example, after tax, that would mean 1,250 for your needs, 750 for your wants, and 500 for your savings. Does this feel achievable? If not, don't worry, that's where the budgeting becomes personal. And there's another approach I want you to think about: zero based budgeting. And that simply means that every pound that you earn gets assigned a job before you spend it. So your income minus all your planned expenses should equal zero in this scenario. Not that you're trying to have £0 left, but you're trying to have zero unplanned pounds. It's important to understand this because when we start thinking about using AI tools to help us budget, they work best if we understand the fundamentals. AI can crunch numbers and spot patterns, but you need to know what good budgeting looks like in the first place. In our next module, we'll explore which AI tools can actually help you with this process. And spoiler alert, they're not all created equal. But for now, take a moment to have a think about your current approach to money. Are you already budgeting? If so, then great, you're ahead of the game. But if not, you're about to discover that AI could make getting started perhaps more easily than you think. And let's remember that AI can help, but understanding the fundamentals is essential. See you in Module 2.